This is my dad, he's pretty old. He likes eating hot stuff and making knives. So if you like this, please subscribe.
Or don't. I don't care either way.
Hey, don't interrupt me. Anyways, it's Spirited Reaper.
Hey everybody. I'm going to do a quick test today. A lot of people on Facebook ask, what is good steel, what is bad steel? The people that have the money to go buy steel, and have it shipped and all that, good on you. But mystery steel is halfway still okay. Still makes a good blade, just got to check stuff. This right here is the rod that ran this way. I cut the tip of it off. It ran through to hold my brake and clutch pedal together. It's a solid chunk of steel, but is it good steel? Today, we're going to find out. Do a quick little snap test. We're also going to take a piece of this rebar, little bitty stuff. We're going to do a snap test with it to show what gets hard and what doesn't get hard, how to tell the difference, just a quick little test. Plus you get to beat on stuff. Got this monster heating up right now. I'm going to stuff that in there and I'll be right back. Now what you want is you don't want a piece of round anything. It'd be hard to get a good test out of it. So I'm going to get this hot. This is just rebar. I'm going to mush this out. Flatten it out about like so. See that? You don't need a whole lot. You don't want to mess up your whole piece. But just a little piece, enough to know what's going on with it. The other piece is still heating up. It's 3/4 of an inch around of solid steel, kind of a pain in the butt. Kind of got it cranked up a little bit to maybe help this. We're going to go ahead and put this in here. You want to heat it up just like you do a regular quench. So all the way to non-magnetic. This is just a simple way to still be able to play with a forge, but be helpful at the same time. When you're doing a snap test, use water. Just plain water, room temperature. It don't have to be hot, cold, none of that. All you're doing is just a simple halfway, rednecky kind of science experiment. I don't know if you can see the colors. It's getting close, but see how it's kind of bleeding off as I touch this, it cools off. The other piece is going to be a booger to work down to a small enough size, but we're going to make it happen. Alright, now we'll put this over here in the water. Now, if it's good hard steel, we'll find out in a minute. If it's good hard steel, it'll break. Alright, now that it's cooled off a little bit, I did beat on the other piece. But, put it right here on the edge of the anvil. Smack on it. Get a better view here. Beat the fire out of it. And as you can see, it curved. It bent, but did not break. That equals mild steel. It'd be good for San Mai or something just for the different color, but it's not good for knives, for edges of knives. And by the way, that was still hot. I realized it the hard way. So no touching. Assume everything's hot, I guess. All right, we're about to smash on this big piece again. The thinner you can get this, the better. Now mind you, this was a big freaking piece. Now that is a behemoth piece of steel. I hope it's good stuff, because it'd be cool to make something out of a piece of crap Ford, still heating up. We're going to try to beat on it and get it a little bit flatter. All that hot scale that's flying off. That's why everybody always wants you to wear safety glasses, you know. Safety first. Sometimes I do. More times than not, I don't. You know, I don't recommend you doing it without them. You know, I wouldn't recommend. Also, forging in Crocs, because that's just how I'm doing it. So, this is that little Mr. Volcano Hero Forge. Pretty dang efficient for what it is and for the price. You can't go wrong on the price. I don't know what my PSI is at right now, but not very much. I never run it full blast. I don't, unless I'm forge welding. If I'm gonna do that, I'll do it in my other forge, or I conveniently have a friend that has a mean forge that will forge weld really quickly. There's that. Give me a second here. Right. It's just about small enough where it might be okay. It'll still snap either way if it's going to, but man, that is a behemoth piece of steel to try to work. I think what I'm going to do is cut this off about right in here, heat up this little piece from now on. Alright, I cut a little piece off, probably 2 inches long. That's now probably about 1.5 inches. Man, that's hot. That's too hot. We're going to mush this out some more, then we'll try the snap test on this, see what we got. Probably actually going to use tongs instead of the pliers, just because you know, a little hot on the hand. I'm missing some, you know, hair off the back of my hand right now. All right, stand by. We'll be right back. Go ahead and switch hammers. I really like this hammer I'm using. Again, nothing fancy here, just, you know, beat it into a flat piece, you know. Halfway thin, probably be fine. Because all you're going to do is put it over the edge, give it some not so lovely love taps. I'm going to take these safety glasses off. They drive me crazy. I'm not a fan of the safety glasses. Cheers for the coffee. Alright. Put it over the edge right here. Flip, we go again. Alright, we are now down at the end of this. I don't know if you can see how wide that is. Not very. Still hot, no touches. We're going to heat it up, dip it in water, see if it breaks. Alright. Screaming orange. I'm going to try to do this with my phone in my hand. So, oh man, hold on, time out. About got me. Alright. Get this hunk of steel out. Throw in the pumpkin water. You're watching there, just bubbling and having a good old time in there in the pumpkin. Now, while that's sitting there, I'll set him right here on the anvil. Come over here, just got this cool little kill switch. Boom, done, that easy. Always turn your gas back off. You don't have to, I guess. I mean, I'm doing it because I don't want any leaks or fires. All right, there's the piece of steel, still hot, no touchy. Around, can y'all see it? All right, we're gonna switch these out for the handy dandy pliers. Put this right here over the edge. So far, nothing. But it is awfully hard to do, so I don't know. It might just be some really, really funky steel. We're gonna try it in the vise. All right, there's the steel in the vise. So far, no breaks. I kicked it back on. We'll throw it back in there again. See if maybe it wasn't hot enough. We'll find out. I'm guessing so far this is mild steel. Super ridiculously hard, but it didn't break. So we flattened it out a little bit more. I'm gonna heat it up, hit it with some water one more time. We'll find out if it's mild. Switching it right now. All right, let's see. It appears that this steel, even though it came from a vehicle, it appears it is still mild. So it gave it a little bit of a bend. Right there you can see it just a little bit. See that? So moral of the story, if it snaps, you should be able to go about like that. And if it's good steel, that would have busted a million times. If it's mild steel, all you get is super strong, bendy steel. Maybe next time I'll dig out a piece of real steel, show you the difference. Quick little part two to this. Here's a piece of bar stock I got. It's real weird stuff, but I got a lot of it because I tried it with a snap test and it hardened and grain looked good. So this will be the second part to show you what steel, if it's good steel, will do as soon as it gets hot and mushed down. Take it from a big piece, kind of mush it down. Now this is high carbon steel, or high carbon steel, however you want to say it. I don't know what the numbers are on it, but it does pass the snap test. It gets hard. Switching hands here. I've got this piece blazing hot, about 1/8 of an inch thick. Set that there. All right, now we'll spin this around. Hopefully y'all can see. See the end of that? Put it here. Ping, gone. Now, that is really crappy grain, but that's no thermal cycling. Nothing. That's just heat it up, quench it, see if it breaks. If it snaps like this, where's that at? Into that still hot. Can you see it? Not good grain, but it wasn't refined at all. Moral of the story, if it snaps and just busts right off. I mean, that crack there too, look at that. That's double piece, look at that. Because as soon as it gets done quenching, it is brittle. It's like a big chunk of glass. Could probably take this. Maybe not. Maybe not. Figured maybe I could smack it and it'd break some more. But right there is decent steel to make a knife. No, I don't know which way you'd go on your heat treat and all that. But if you wanted to make a knife, if it passed the snap test like that, refine that grain, thermal cycle it at least 3 times, then do a quench, break you a piece off, see what your grain looks like. If it looks like this, start again. That grain's crap. Where's it at? Yeah, that grain's crap. It should almost look smooth, almost like silky. But hopefully that helps somebody out there out, because spark testing does work, but this little bitty piece of rebar, it sparks cool too, but it bends. This piece of square, whatever this used to be, it breaks. So if it breaks, it's good steel. If it bends, it's mild steel. You can still do a lot of little fun projects with it, but a knife would not be high on the agenda with that. Well, y'all have fun. We'll see you next time here at the Bearded Reaper Forge.